What if I told you that the US Federal Reserve might already be securing XRP at $10,000 per token, while most investors are still debating its future? Sounds impossible, right? But behind closed doors, something big is happening. Institutions are making moves, major financial players are shifting strategies, and Ripple's role in the global economy is becoming clearer than ever. And that's not all. The SEC has allegedly made a secret offer to Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, an offer that could change everything. What kind of deal is on the table? A settlement, a backdoor agreement, or something even bigger? This isn't just another rumor. The connections between Ripple, XRP, and the Federal Reserve are becoming harder to ignore. The real question is, are retail investors being left out of the biggest financial shift in history? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might see XRP in a completely different light. Ripple has positioned XRP as the ultimate bridge currency for global financial institutions. But now, speculation is growing that the US Federal Reserve itself is making moves behind the scenes to secure large amounts of XRP. If true, this would be a game changer, not just for Ripple, but for the entire financial system. The question is, why would the Federal Reserve be interested in XRP? The answer lies in its speed, efficiency, and ability to settle cross-border payments instantly. Unlike traditional banking systems that rely on outdated infrastructure, XRP offers near-instant transactions at almost zero cost. That's exactly what central banks need as they explore digital currencies, CBDCs, and new financial frameworks. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Some reports suggest that institutions might already be buying XRP at a controlled price, far higher than what's shown on public exchanges. Could the Federal Reserve be accumulating XRP at $10,000 per token to use as a settlement asset for global transactions? If so, retail investors might be completely unaware of the true value of XRP while institutions quietly secure their positions. This wouldn't be the first time financial elites have operated behind the scenes. Bitcoin, for example, was once considered a fringe asset before institutions began stockpiling it, driving prices to all-time highs. Could XRP be following a similar pattern? And if so, what does this mean for everyday investors? But that's just one part of the equation. The SEC's sudden offer to Ripple's CEO adds even more mystery to the story. What exactly is on the table? And does this signal an end to the long legal battle? Let's break it down. For years, people have debated whether XRP could ever reach $10,000, but now, the idea doesn't seem so far-fetched. If major institutions, including central banks, are securing XRP behind the scenes, they're not doing it for short-term speculation. They're preparing for a financial shift that could redefine global payments. But how could XRP realistically hit $10,000 per token? It all comes down to liquidity, demand, and utility. Unlike most cryptocurrencies that rely purely on speculation, XRP is built for real-world financial transactions. If banks and governments start using it for cross-border payments and settlement, the daily volume could skyrocket. More demand with limited supply? That's a classic recipe for a massive price increase. Let's put this into perspective. Bitcoin's total supply is 21 million, and it reached nearly $70,000. XRP has a total supply of 100 billion, but a huge portion is locked up, burned, or held by institutions. If global liquidity moves through XRP, its price would need to reflect the sheer scale of transactions it supports, and that could mean prices far beyond what we see today. Then there's the theory that institutions are already buying XRP at pre-arranged prices, completely separate from public markets. If true, this means the price retail investors see might not be the true institutional value of XRP. Could it be that the real price is already set behind closed doors and only those with access are benefiting? But just as this speculation heats up, the SEC's alleged offer to Ripple's CEO throws another twist into the mix. Why would the SEC suddenly want to settle now? And what does this mean for the future of XRP? Let's dive into it. The SEC has been locked in a legal battle with Ripple for years, trying to classify XRP as a security and restrict its use in the US. But now, reports suggest that the SEC has approached Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, with a secret offer. The big question is, why now? There are a few possibilities. First, the SEC could be looking for a settlement to avoid further embarrassment. Ripple has already scored major wins in court, proving that XRP is not a security when sold on the secondary market. If the case drags on and Ripple wins outright, it would set a precedent that could weaken the SEC's control over the entire crypto market. A settlement might allow the SEC to save face while still maintaining some regulatory influence. Second, the SEC might be trying to negotiate a deal that benefits institutional investors. If the Federal Reserve and major banks are planning to use XRP, regulators may want to control the transition rather than let Ripple and retail investors profit freely. A settlement could come with strict conditions like limiting XRP's public trading or requiring Ripple to operate under a framework that favors big institutions over regular investors. And then there's the most controversial theory. Was this entire lawsuit just a strategy to suppress XRP's price while institutions quietly accumulated? Many believe the legal battle was never about protecting investors, but about delaying XRP's rise until banks and financial elites were ready to use it. If that's the case, this settlement offer could signal that the real shift is about to begin. But what happens next? If Ripple accepts the offer, does that mean XRP will finally explode in price? Or is there still more at play behind the scenes? Let's take a look at what the future holds. If the Federal Reserve is truly accumulating XRP, and if the SEC is moving toward a settlement, then we could be on the verge of something massive. But what does this mean for the future of XRP and its holders? First, if XRP becomes the go-to asset for global financial transactions, its value will no longer be dictated by retail speculation. Instead, its price could be controlled by institutional liquidity demands, meaning it could rise significantly as trillions of dollars flow through the network. This would put XRP in a league of its own, far beyond traditional cryptocurrencies. Second, a settlement between Ripple and the SEC could open the floodgates for mass adoption. Right now, many banks and corporations have been hesitant to fully integrate XRP due to legal uncertainty. But if Ripple wins or reaches a deal, we could see a surge of adoption from financial institutions that have been waiting on the sidelines. That would mean more demand, higher prices, and a possible shift in the entire crypto market. However, there's also the possibility of hidden restrictions. If XRP becomes a key asset in the financial system, regulators may push for strict rules that limit public access, reserving XRP for banks and institutions while keeping everyday investors locked out. Could this mean a future where XRP holders can't sell freely or are forced into an institutional buyout? It's a scenario that many are starting to consider. One thing is clear, something big is happening behind the scenes. The Federal Reserve, the SEC, and Ripple are all making moves, and the outcome will determine whether XRP holders will benefit or be left behind. So what should investors expect next? Let's wrap it up.